Well, good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Come on, man. Don't even start.
Dude, he hates me because I'm up at like 5:45 or 6 a.m. Usually 6 a.m. on a regular basis. I can't sleep in past that, and I'm up and I'm going.
Dude, football was on yesterday.
I know.
I don't want to talk about it, but I love football.
Yeah, well, I'm still representing here. Yeah, but Sundays, this guy doesn't move. That's his day. Of course, I'm kind of buzzing around all over the place. I got some work to do here. I'm in the office. I'm running a couple errands. And then I just have him kind of keep texting me, giving me the updates. It's all good. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and happy Monday. Here we go with the new blog schedule. I hope you guys are kind of getting into the groove here. We're going to be talking about nutrition today, and of course, one of our favorite things in the world, carb cycling.
Carb cycling.
It's not like we don't talk about it enough. I know we talk about it all the time, and really when it comes to weight loss and creating a weight loss lifestyle, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, you know, really, as the saying goes. So there's so many different structures and nutrition programs that work for a lot of people. We seem to find that creating a cyclical kind of lifestyle, a carb cycling kind of lifestyle, it's so easy. That's why we like it so much, because it makes life easy, and we can reward ourselves when we want to reward ourselves. If you can't have it today, we can always have it tomorrow. So it makes life easy.
And you know, if you look at it, that's what this world is about, is cycles. You know,
Absolutely.
you have these changes of the seasons, and you know, you have like I don't know, all that other stuff.
Dude, for waking up early, man, your brain's moving fast
I know.
already. I'm surprised you even came up with that.
Come on.
You're on fire.
I know.
So yeah, really when it comes down to it, everything does move in cycles, and especially our body. Keep in mind, whatever it is that we do, our body's going to adapt to it. So we have to constantly keep changing it up. And that's why we're, you know, especially once we dive into the program, we're constantly changing the nutrition pattern. So it's high days in a row, then it's low days in a row, then it's high, low, and we're constantly switching up the cycle so that your body never has a chance to adapt. And of course, when adaptation occurs, that's when weight loss stops. We hear about it all the time. There's brilliant, amazing nutrition programs out there, but most of them, you know, people jump onto a program and they'll lose, and they plateau.
What's the high-low thing again?
The high-low.
You're seeing some Snow White.
Oh, it does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
Feeling kind of childish today, considering I'm holding a Elmo squeezy toy or something.
Tell them the story. Why Elmo? Why Elmo D?
People sometimes call me Elmo or Delmo, just because my middle name is Elmore.
David Elmore Smith.
Elmo, yeah, I know.
Look him up. He's on there. So yeah, so henceforth, if you actually check out his room, it's Elmo. It's a lot of Elmo stuff.
Yeah, right, dude. We'll bring this computer in there right now. You won't see no Elmo stuff, just this.
Dude, all your Elmo stuff's under the bed, man. I've seen it. I've seen the secret Elmo stash.
Come on, dude. How am I supposed to get a girlfriend if there's like Elmos all over my room?
I'm killing your game.
I know.
I'm killing your game.
Just killing me, dude.
All right, so
how can I work now?
Yeah.
Game over. Game over.
Well, let's talk nutrition.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, yeah, it's probably easier than killing your game. So yeah, really when it comes down to it, we really dig the cycling structure. Now, just for, if you're curious about carb cycling and you just kind of want to understand it and kind of get into the groove, what we do in that 2-week quick start for Reshape is we just have you go through a high and a low cycle for about 14 days. So it's just 2 weeks of getting into the groove of high days and low days, high carbohydrate days and low carbohydrate days. Of course, on the high carbohydrate days, I get really excited about this stuff because that's when the magic is really happening physiologically as far as the carbohydrate going into the system, cleaning the blood, increasing thyroid conversion in the liver, basically, and of course as the thyroid conversion goes up, we have more active thyroid hormone in the system, we take the thermostat on the body, we crank it up, metabolism goes up. Really, really cool stuff. However, as that's happening, lipolysis, which is fat splitting, and burning, it's obviously it's not happening quite so much. So that's why we have low carb days where we pull the carbohydrates out. We start to mobilize that blanket of energy, which is body fat, start to mobilize and oxidize that body fat. So of course it's going to be pumping back into the bloodstream. Fatty acids are going up in the bloodstream, and then we shuttle those fatty acids into the muscle and we oxidize them. So don't mean to confuse many of you guys, but we're just having a little bit of fun with it.
Well, sorry, dude. You know my attention span sometimes.
It's all good. It's all good, homie. So, and you know, we got plenty of time to explain all this stuff to you guys in the future, but as we kind of dive into the whole getting started and that 2-week quick start, all we do is just high and low days, getting into the groove. We talk to you about accelerators, which is walking, and we actually talk about walking, which is those accelerators on Tuesday, so we'll be chatting about it tomorrow. And we just make a lot of fun. So anyway, hope that kind of gives you a brief overview of carb cycling, and if there's a little bit more detail to dive into, especially the reward every other day part. That's the beauty of it. That's actually when it gets fun. Awesome. So lots to tell you about. What's a question we got for the day?
The question of the day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. What is the best thing to eat for breakfast?
Okay. Really, when it comes to breakfast, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Just kind of like exercise, like when's the best time to exercise? Look, as long as you eat breakfast, you're money. You are so far ahead of the competition. Just eat breakfast. It's so important that you do. And keep in mind also, when I say eat breakfast, what I'm really looking for is some kind of carbohydrate in that breakfast. And I'm sure you're probably thinking, oh my God, carbs, you know, carbs good or carbs bad? Well, carbs for breakfast, they're fantastic. There's a few reasons why. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna talk a little jargon here, and this guy hears me talk about this stuff all the time. But carbs are fantastic because there's a few things that are happening hormonally in our body that we need to reverse upon waking. Keep in mind that you've probably been sleeping for how long? About 8 to 10 hours. As we're sleeping, our body's actually in a starvation state. Fatty acids are floating through our bloodstream because we haven't been eating, so fatty acids are up, thyroid conversion in the liver is down. Cortisol is up. That's the stress hormone. We see the commercials for, you know, all these different cortisol supplements and says, oh, you know, it's because you're stressed, blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, it's true. And because we haven't been eating for a long time, our body is stressed, cortisol is up. What does cortisol trigger your body to do? Store around the center. So what we need to do is we need to get that stuff out of the system. You know, we need to clean the blood. What cleans the blood? Sugar. When sugar goes up in the blood, the brain, the hypothalamus, the control center, says to the pancreas, it says, oh my God, you know, blood sugar, you know, I'm sorry. Yeah, it says blood sugar levels are up. When those blood sugar levels are up, the pancreas goes, oh my gosh, here's insulin. It starts pouring insulin into the system, and insulin cleans the blood. It takes all the cortisol out of the blood. It takes the fatty acids out of the blood. It takes everything, and it draws it into the tissues. We want to clean that blood because when we get those fatty acids out of the blood, thyroid conversion in the liver goes up through the roof. So when I say we eat breakfast and we have carbohydrate, so what's that sugar? What's that carbohydrate and sugar? It's the same thing. Carbohydrate is broken down into sugar. All carbohydrates, whether it's brown rice or bananas or, you know, any kind of grain or root vegetable or fruit, whatever it is, it's all broken down to the same thing, glucose. As it's kicking in your bloodstream, it's called glucose, blood sugar. So what we want to do is we want to get that blood sugar up, clean the blood. Thyroid conversion in the liver goes up, MetaBoost. It turns the metabolism on. That's the beauty of breakfast. It breaks the fast, turns the metabolism on. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah. Metabolism on. Turns the metabolism on, and you're good to go. So when it comes down to breakfast, the biggest thing I'm looking for is some kind of carbohydrate. And your money.
Money.
Metabolism on. Metabolism on. Or as we call it, MetaBoost. Nice. And what we do is we combine that with movement. Psh, it's done. Done.
Come on.
Done and done.
Come on.
Come on. All right, guys. We'll see you mañana.
Bye.